Alright, we got some Magic players in here. So early on, the early picks, the delay is shorter than the time clock. So you guys can help me with the picks early in the packs. When you get later in the packs and you only get like 30 seconds, the delay is a little bit dicey. You're not going to be able to help me with those picks, but I don't think I need help with the garbage picks. I need help with the first picks and the second picks, the tough picks, you know. Do I take Wingsteed Rider or do I take Nessie and Asp, you know? I'd probably take Nessie and Asp. Well, I was going to say, where's my cards? Well, we got fucked on the rare, boys. We got fucked on the rare. Satyr Hedonist is behind the preview pane. I don't like horse. Nobody likes horse. It's so fucking gimmicky. Let's see. Cutthroat's okay. Gainsay sucks. Piper sucks. God's Willing is good. I don't know if it's first pickable, but it's good. Grey Merchant is good, but if we take Grey Merchant first pick, then we are committing ourselves to Black Devotion. And, you know, it doesn't always work out to be that great. Let's see. Do I only draft? Well, for now, as soon as I build up my collection, then I can start doing other things. I'm only 2 cards away from a complete Theros set, but we don't have time to talk about that. I gotta know what your guys' pick is. Read the Bones is good. Prescient Chimera is good. I like getting into red or green early in Theros because red's not drafted that well. Red and green go together pretty well. Shit, I'm running out of time. God's Willing. Grey Merchant. Oh, Merchant. Sweet. I'm glad that somebody helped me with that pick. Shredding Winds is under the preview pane. We got lots of good black in this pack. We've got another God's Willing. Freakus Cure is good. The Disciple's good. Rage of Perforos is okay. The Whip's decent removal. The Ordeal of Thos is good for aggressive decks. Black is not very aggressive. Blue can be, white is more so. Triton Tactics is good. The Chimera is good in certain decks. Not an easy pick. Not an easy pick. I might just go for the removal here. I kind of want this Ordeal, but it's, man, if you're not in a quick deck, it's just kind of a waste of a pick. And I know for a fact I can play Grey Merchant and Lash, that they're both very good playable cards. I'm going to shrink this preview pane just a little bit so I can see my time. Temple of Deceit, no. I wouldn't mind getting into green with Battlemaster. I would also just like to start cutting black, just to keep people from drafting black. I would rather that they didn't. Centaur Battlemaster is good. Coordinated Assault is good. Shipwreck Singer can be very good. We haven't got into a second color yet. I'm not going to take Shipwreck Singer to put me there. Right now, Disciple of Phoenix, it looks like we're going for kind of Black Devotion. But once you start Black Devotion, man, you can't back down. You have to commit. You're either playing black with a splash of something, or you wasted your picks. So I think Phoenix is going to be the work here. Wow, this is tough. I want the Ordeal and the Nemesis Immortals. I know we're going to have better luck with red. Like, if we want red in the future, we're going to have... Wow. We're passing on Hopeful Eidolons now, people? Unfortunately, black doesn't have very much or very good heroic. The heroic colors are white and blue. We haven't got into either of those yet, and I think that the Eidolon works best in those decks. The deck that we're putting together right now, though, I kind of like Nemesis Immortals. I don't know, that Ordeal, we could keep people off of black. I mean, if this made it this far, there was either some really good black in here, or people are taking other colors, because the Eidolon's still here too. So I'm looking at ordeal. Don't take the ordeals. Well, you have to understand about the ordeals. You're either going to get 2 for 1 or you're going to win the game with it. So, since the positive outweighs the negative, since they only cost 2 and it's only 1 card, so the 2 for 1 isn't that devastating. But if you drop an ordeal turn 2 and they don't have an answer for it, you're probably going to win. Especially if it's blue. Especially if it's a blue ordeal. The black ordeal is not bad either. The blue and the black are the 2 best. I think green and red are the worst. I don't like Artisaniforms. Obviously nobody does because they all keep passing on it. I would like to keep cutting black. We can't go wrong with Sip of Hemlock because it there's no addendums on the removal. It just destroys target creature. As long as you can target it, it's good. Wow. Just there's nothing to push us into a second color yet. The Baleful Eidolon's just too good. I mean, there were cards I could have taken to go into a second color that were maybe better than Disciple of Phoenix or Sip of Hemlock. But I want to, especially in this first pack, scare everyone away from black. So I get the pick. So I get the Hythonia the Cruels. So I get the Gorgons. So I get the good black cards. I don't want anyone taking them and splashing them and shit. So. Yeah, black, green, black, green. It can be done. We might get into green. You never know. Well, Sea God's Revenge is amazing. I can't believe that's still here. We do need some early game. Fleshmad Steed isn't that great, but it's good with an ordeal. I'm not really feeling blue. Blue is quite heavily drafted in this format, and I usually get cut out of it. I think it's either the ordeal or the Fleshmad. I kind of like the ordeal as some mana fixing because we already have a lot of double black, so we might be able to get that to work. And we get completely shut out in this pack if we're going black-green. We're definitely shut out on black, but that's pretty much because I took it all. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 people. Yeah, I have not seen this pack yet, and it has been obliterated. And once again, red, people just don't draft red in this format. I feel like I can always make a good red deck. Simply because I have the ordeals, and it's probably my favorite card to put an ordeal on. I'm going to take the Yoked Ox in case we end up in white. Here, it's certainly between Cutthroat Maneuver and Chimera. I mean, we're certainly not locked into green or white right here, but in these late picks, I would like to take some cards that give me some versatility when I'm getting into my second color. I don't like the double blue of Chimera, though, unfortunately, when we're running all this double black. Let's just take Cutthroat. I know we're not going to have a lot of heroic, but the first strike, it's lifelink. Red gives it first strike. Well, maybe we'll find something to trigger. If we do get into green, then we're going to need Cutthroat Maneuver for, we'll take the Minotaur here. I like Aqueous Form. I like Aqueous Form on Yoked Ox, honestly. Even though you just scry every turn for free. Just scry every turn. But yeah, I like Aqueous Form there. I don't hate Sentry of the Underworld. I don't really like it that much. But if we get into white, it's a card to have. If we need mana ramp or fixing, we can take the Burnished Heart. Gainsay isn't going to make it into any deck I play. Alright, so we're definitely in black, and we've got good options for our second color. We have good options. Horizon Scholar, yeah. Alright, what's hiding behind here? Temple of Silence. Oh, we are getting so fucked in these, with these... Oh, shit. I like Vaporkin. We're getting screwed on these rares. Wow, this is a great pack, though. Even... Oh, no, look what's hiding down here. Holy balls of shit. Now, we're not going to take Wingsteed Rider, because I'm not going with double black and double white. Like, that's just going to slow me down. That's going to be too much trouble. So Insatiable Harpy is great for our devotion. If we pick up another Gray Merchant, we're going to be really happy. Leaf Crown Dryad would work great in our deck. And we could go into green. That would definitely... I would go into green just for Leaf Crown Dryad and Ordeal of Nylea. I can't count on Harpy to wheel, though, and it's too good to pass. It's evasion, it's lifelink, it's devotion. It's everything we're going for. I would really like this Vaporkin, though. I would like this God's Willing. I want this Dryad. I want this Harpy. I mean, I want the Wingsteed, but I learned my lesson. You just can't... If you're going to be running, you know, double mana symbols, you don't want to do it in two. Let's make sure there's nothing that... I just want to slam this, because our devotion to black is kind of fucking nuts right now. It's kind of broken. Like... I feel like every Gray Merchant we pick up from here might win us one more game, because we're going to be splashing our second color. I can tell already. I think we've cut black hard enough that people aren't drafting it, and I think we're looking pretty good in the black. Leaf Crown is a good pick. It is a good pick. But I'm not taking Leaf Crown. We're in the middle of building a black devotion deck, guys. If you haven't noticed, you know, Gray Merchant, Phoenix, Harpy, all these double symbols all add up to spreading them. And with one Gray Merchant, if I only had one Gray Merchant, yes, I would take Leaf Crown. But with the double Gray Merchant, man, I'm glad that I passed on that pick. I think Harpy feeds into Gray Merchant just really well. That's 2 more life we gain and 2 more damage we do to them. So, I mean, we still don't have a second color, but I don't care. I will run mono black. You know what I mean? Like, red's the one card that we did not protect against down here. We protected against blue and green and white. Not that white really counts with Yoked Ox, but white does kind of count with Sentry of the Underworld. I don't feel good about any of these picks, even though Flame Speaker and Ordeal of Perforos are decent cards. Kind of a sorry pack at the moment. Returned Phalanx, I think, is by far the best card for our deck. It cuts black. It adds black devotion, and if we do end up in blue, then we get to attack with them. But a 2-drop 3/3 shuts down sides. I would kind of like to get into blue here with the Omen Speaker. But I would also like the Lampad because it's good for black. It's more devotion, and that Intimidate can destroy. And I don't think a lot of people are playing black. I think I've been taking most of it. Yeah, the Returned Phalanx is a good pick. I agree. Thank you, Barkali. Barkai, welcome to the stream, buddy. Pogster, welcome back. Saw you last week. You would take the Shrine. I think the lag's got us. Oh, the Shrine to Nykthos. Oh, you're right, because I'm running a devotion pile. Oh, I'm running out of time. Shit. I needed to think about that for a second. The Lampad works really well in our deck. If we got giant bombs, then the Shrine would have been sweet. No blue here. The double black Farika's Cure is nice. I kind of want this Sedge Scorpion, though. God, we don't have a second color yet, guys. The black's just been... It's all been good, though. Like, Farika's Cure is good. We're going to have the double black. We're going to be running so much black. I'm not seeing the white. I can see it being drafted. Shipwreck Singer is nice. Boon of Erebos is nice. Nylea's Presence would be a good mana fixer for us if we were having issues. But I do like Anvil Rot Raptor. It shuts down most of the flying and its first strike. And if you put Baleful Eidolon on Anvil Rot Raptor, it's one of the better combos in the game. One of the underrated combos of the game. I learned that one from Dice Show. I'm going to take the Raptor here. I can't take Chimera. It's got double. I can't do the dubs. I think we hate the verdict here. Disciple of Phoenix, more devotion. I think that's easy pick for us. We might be running mono black if this keeps up. If pack 3 is anything like these first two packs, I think we're going to be running mono black. I guess if we get into green, the cursor's not going to be bad. What's up, Anaconda? Anticonda. Got some people out for the stream, man. Welcome, all you new guys. It's good to see you. Oh, this shit needs to refresh. There we go. Woo! Look at you guys. Are you guys all WMG guys, or did some of you guys come over from the old Twitch browse? Still not sure about a second color. But if our second color is going to be green, I kind of like Shredding Winds and Fade to Antiquity. They're both cards that we need. I honestly think there's more enchantments than flyers in the format. I really do. It's still a sideboard card, though. Yeah, I'm going to be live streaming every time I'm making videos from now on. Nothing but garbage in here. Just rags. Just rags. Catableepas! I mean, if we get into the green, if we are black-green, it's actually a playable card. I was forced to run it in a draft one time, and I was surprised at how well it worked. It's got some removal on a stick, man. It's not that bad. Let's hope we don't get fucked on our rare. We haven't had our first two picks. We didn't get a Shonen. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I love Magic Online. Anonymous Vega. I mean, it's not cheap. I'm not saying that it's cheap. It's for adults with jobs, but goddamn, is it a lot of fun. But they give you a lot of free player points. They give you like a lot of phantom drafting stuff, so you can play. Yeah, we need a good rare. We're not rocking any rares. Fleshmad Steed? Shit. Probably gonna run them. That was actually good for us. I mean, the blue would have to be nuts, and the black would have to be, like, just taken for me to get into blue. Not that we're locked into green. Not that either of these cards are that amazing. But, you know, I've never intentionally run a monocolored pile in draft, so I would like to do it. I think it'd be fun if the black keeps coming around like this. Armless Charmer. What's up, buddy? Board certified. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Mr. Brightside. Word. I remember Armless Charmer. Didn't I do a video with Armless Charmer? Didn't I, like, play you and post it or something like that? I remember saying that name a bunch. Oh, yeah, I'll take the mountain, I guess. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think there was anything else worth taking. What do we got here? Preview pane, what's this? This needs to go away. Alright. So, we're good. Sideboard is jank. Like we're not gonna be able to sideboard much in. But man, God, I've never had so much of one color in a draft before. It's could be kind of fun. I shouldn't be playing with toothpicks on camera. I forget when I'm on camera. I forget that I am on camera. It is so fucking cold in Ohio right now, guys. It is so cold. Wow. Wow. Look at that Voyage's End just chilling there. Well, I mean, that's a good rare. It's just not... It's not in our colors. That's a shame, too, because it's such a nice card. Such a nice card. Nothing we can do about it. I mean, I think we are firmly locked into Black Devotion. I can't pass on Insatiable Harpy, and I can just only hope that Mogus's Marauder comes around. Read that card. That card says, "Play me late game with a solid board and win." That's what it really says. I mean, it's just auto win if you play it late game and you've got 3 or 4 creatures on the table. It just owns them. It sucks I gotta let this Voyage's End go, but Insatiable Harpy is above and beyond being a solid card. It's what our deck needs. It's what we have to have here. We are locked into the Devotion. Wow, I got my Mogus's Marauder. Another Voyage's End. Are you shiting me? Wow. Wow. What else is in this pack for future reference? That's one thing our deck is really missing is a Read the Bones. We passed on one in pack 1. And we took the Gray Merchant. I would give anything. No, not anything. I would give a lot for this to table. If this wheels, we're good. I really want it, and so you guys would say, why not just take it then? Because I can't count on that. I can't count on that other Marauder making it around, and it just wins you games. I've got enough black, and I know my opponents aren't going to be, they're not going to be able to block it. The Intimidate's going to work on them because I've taken all the black, and the black, almost all the black I've left is tabled. Like, if someone's taking black, they're just splashing. Wow, they passed on Sphinx. I have a hard time passing on Sphinx. Obviously, the guy who passed, 2 people that passed it weren't in blue, because Nimbus Naiad wouldn't be there, and neither would the Sphinx. So, I just don't think there's any. Shit, I think Return Phalanx is the pick because we don't have the triggers for Staunch-Hearted Warrior. The only trigger we have is Cutthroat Maneuver, Lampad, which is like 6. So we got a 6 trigger, we've got a 4 trigger, and a 2. We only have 3 triggers. That's not very much. Hunt the Hunter is just that sideboard. Well, we're taking it. Turn Phalanx is... Oh, thank you. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You cut black hard enough, you get reward. You cut a color enough, you get rewarded. And I got rewarded with a Keepsake Gorgon. Thank you, game. I needed that. This deck's coming together. I've drafted enough Theros to know when I'm fucked and when I got a decent draft going. We're running mono black. We've got a lot of picks left, and we almost have a deck already. Wow, Read the Bizones is in my hand. I mean, not that Tormented Hero is even really that good, but he's decent 1-drop if you're running mono black. You know what I mean? It gets a little bit more devotion out there for you. It's a shame I couldn't have picked up Erebos, but you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Read the Bones. I don't think our curve is horrible. It looks like we need some 3-drops. Three drops that are better than Fellhide Minotaur. Oh, if that other Marauder comes around, that would make me muy happy. It would be muy bueno. Yeah, mono black is coming on. Yeah, that's what. Oren, when I was saying I've never intentionally run a monocolor, that's what I was referencing was the forced red deck on Sunday after the crash. Yeah, I haven't seen very many the Cerebus either. I think it's really rare. Yep, 3-drop. Well, you guys are some Magic players. You guys are right on it. I need turn 3 plays. Fucking A, I do. You guys are on it. We got locked out of this one. What's our blue? Can we splash blue for Aqueous Form and that's it? If anything, let's just take Horizon. Let's just cut Horizon Scholar from somebody so we don't have to deal with that card later. I don't want to take a second Cutthroat Maneuver. Yeah, if I don't, let's see, I got 15 creatures. I need a couple more black cards, and I'm not going to run Asphodel Wanderer just to run a mono black deck. It's not going to happen. Out of these cards, best card is probably Wavecrash Triton if you're in a heroic deck. The Chimera can be good for the blue-green guy, but I think we're going to take the Omen Speaker. Ooh, Dark Betrayal. We got ourselves a nice little sideboard card, but is anyone even going to be running black? There's nothing else for us in here anyway. Hey, if we see some swamps, I'll throw it in there. So what do I need? I need 2 more good black cards, 2 more solid black cards, and we've got a mono black deck. That's true. The Wanderer can stall the game versus Big Green. I will give you that. Yeah, I might splash the blue. I think that might be the play. It might be the play. Oh, sweetheart. There's a nice little 3-drop for us at tabled. It's exactly what we wanted. Gets us another 3-drop. We can play one Marauder on 3, and then we'll play the other one late game after we've got, you know, the Gorgon out, Gray Merchant. Like, we are really counting. We don't have a lot of power in our deck. We're really counting on... we have to splash blue, though, I think. I need to do damage with the Return Phalanxes, I think. Maybe get the Ordeal on it. Because we don't really have anything to kill our opponent. Like, the Gorgon's only got 2 in the front. The Gray Merchant's only got 2 in the front. Like, these spreads are going to have to be really good for us to do well. We do not have a very powerful deck right now. I don't know about a double Read the Bones, but that'll help us get our... I don't know if we're going to run both of them. I don't think we run 2 Read the Bones. I'll get input from you guys on that. This is a really bad pack for us. Yeah, I think we're going to do just a little blue splash. Hope maybe one of those amulets will come around. We can always put Burnished Heart in there. It'll give us a 3-drop and a creature. That's not a bad idea. I think if we splash, we might have to run Burnished Heart because it's the only fixer that I have. And that's a Ramper. But it's a Ramper and a fixer, which is kind of sexy. Viper's Kiss. I'm glad that tabled. This shuts down all those big green monstrosity creatures. I play that on Nessian Asp. I can play that on that Nemesis Immortals that we saw. I didn't see any Asps, but they probably got snatched up. We can play that on that Nemesis Immortals. We can play that on Sea Log monsters. A lot of good monstrosity guys that Viper's Kiss will take care of. It is still a sideboard card, though. I mean, as is, this is our deck right here. I don't know if... yeah, we'll take Shredding Winds because we don't want our Harpies to die. Rags. I think more than anything, I think we need to splash the blue for several reasons. One, we got these return phalanxes. I think might need to attack if I get off to a slow start, and we just don't have a lot of gas. You know what I mean? Like, we're right at the moment, we're depending upon those gray merchants a lot. And if they've cleared our board, and if we're not getting good spread out of them, if we don't have, I mean, can't see. I don't know how we could not have a good devotion, but if they have a lot of removal. We could have issues. I feel good about our removal. We've got, what, 3 solid removal cards. We have an early game removal, mid game removal, and late game, so that makes me happy. That's about all I need. I'm not going to take any of that removal out. So if we splash blue, we would splash Horizon Scholar. We would splash Omen Speaker and Aqueous Form. Yeah, Aqueous Form on Fleshmad, Aqueous Form on Phalanx, Aqueous Form on anything, really. Any of these 2-drops makes me happy. That leaves us with 3 cards we gotta cut. I have no problem cutting Fellhide Minotaur. It's just not that solid. All these are in. All these are in. These are in. These are in. So let's add our land. When I splash, I kind of like to do a 4-pack. And that would be 17 lands right there. Shouldn't have any problem getting my double black. Only have 1 card that I need blue early. Aqueous Form, well, I guess Aqueous Form and Omen Speaker. I would want to play them both early. And Horizon Scholar. So that means we have to make 2 cuts. What do you guys have to say about all this? Oh, good call. Thank you. Cutthroat Maneuvers. Cut. See, this is why we live stream. This is why the interaction is what makes this so much fun. I forgot about that shit. If I hadn't looked, you guys just saved me. So let's see. Go back and read through this. Yeah, that Raptor shuts down most flyers, especially if I can put that D-touch on them. Yeah, no counter spells. Yes, Cyrus is correct. My only problem with cutting Aqueous Form is that it has gotten better and better as the format's gone along. I've lost a lot of games to it. Okay. Aqueous is cut per your guys' suggestions. But I agree with you. I agree. No, I like the heart. If played properly, if I can, if I can chump block and then sacrifice, if I save the, 2 or 3 damage or whatever's coming across, and then I sack it out and I get my lands, then I get to Keepsake, Grey Merchant much faster. Same with Horizon Scholar. So I can take out an island. Let's take out an island and add 1 more swamp. Since we took out 1. So that's 17. Let's get back, see what you guys got to say. I need all of those 2-drops. Yeah, you understand, Baleful Eidolon won't be played on 2. And Pharika's Cure is instant removal, so I really only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 2-drops. Which I think is acceptable. It's very reasonable. I know. I like Aqueous Form. That's the thing. I don't feel comfortable running. That's why I'm keeping the 2-drops, because if I drafted that Ordeal. I'm gonna have something to put. Like, it's not any good if you don't put it on a 2-drop. It's very good if you put it on a 1-drop. I have to make sure I don't run out of time here. Okay, that's good. Because if I don't, well, I have Read the Bones in here. It's right here. I don't feel comfortable running to Read the Bones. It's too clunky. Whoever said it makes it fast I'm sorry, but you're wrong. It slows you down. It costs a whole turn. It's going to cost you your whole turn to Read the Bones, unless it's a late game Read the Bones. But I think 1 is enough. You're usually looking for land with Read the Bones anyway. I don't like Flesh Mat either. No, I'm not going to drop the Lampad because we're mono black. That means no one else is running black. That means no one's going to be able to block him. If I cast him as if I bestow him, like, it's gonna probably just like this. I can win the game with this card if they don't have the removal. I can't take. There's no way Lampad comes out. I think I have all the black. Everything I wanted to wheeled. Like, it does help you get rid of cards you don't want. That's agreed. Cavern Lampad is kind of mediocre most of the time, but in the situation that we're in, where we have all the black, we might not see a swamp in this whole thing. We might not see a swamp. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be able to block it. I'll admit I don't really like it as a 2/2 4-drop at all. But, you know, if Burnished Heart pops off and we got all extra land and he's easy to bestow, you pop him on the Anvilrot Raptor or a Harpy or a Gorgon and you're winning the game. What's up, Light Duty? Welcome back, buddy. I mean, as is, I'm happy with the way the deck is right now. The curve's pretty decent. I got one little hiccup in the 3-drops, but we've got removal. I think Horizon Scholar really helped us out on our finishers because we didn't really have any, so that gives us 1. Well, I mean, a late game Grey Merchant is a finisher, so I could see. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Cerebus is probably one of the only black that I saw. We could start with this, and if it doesn't work out, we can always change the deck in the sideboard. So let's just start with this.